Hi everyone, so I was just going to do like our adventures over the last week and catch up on what we've been doing. The girls finished off their summer schemes, so we've had more time together to do like little day trips and things. So we went to the north coast for a day and we just stopped off in a town on the way. We kind of drove the coastal route and we found like a little cafe that I'd never been to before, and I thought because it was like hidden away and kind of like in a smallish town that it would be like really good value, but it was actually really expensive, although they seemed very aware of like allergies and stuff. And then after a couple of hours of driving, we got to the centre at the Giants Causeway. My daughter was looking in at like a giant that its eyeball appears on the other side in the cave, and then we decided to do the like guided tour, and we got these like earphone things so you could hear what the guide was saying as you were walking. It was really interesting and it was good, but there was a lot of like interference from phones and stuff with it, so it was kind of hard to hear, but it was free if you're a National Trust member. And then we walked down the hill and just like learnt about the different rocks and things and the like myths behind them, and then we could see Donegal and Scotland across the water on like the two sides. And then we got to the rocks, and they're like these hexagonal rocks that are like kind of rare because they're naturally occurring, and they were just talking about the like story behind them. And then we had a climb on them, which is the part the girls enjoy doing. I think they're a lot braver than me because they want to go to the top or right to the edge, and there's like a magic like wishing chair part which we didn't go to. I don't know if kids are allowed in it actually, but yeah, we hadn't been there in maybe a year, and we actually were really lucky with the weather because the weather in Northern Ireland has been like terrible this summer, but it stayed dry while we were there. It was quite windy, but it was a nice day. And then after that we just like drove around the rest of the coastal path, like to see all of the different kind of spots like Dunluce Castle, and we drove past like White Park Bay, White Rocks, and like saw different beaches and things from the car, and then we just like headed back the quicker route on the motorway. And there's something about going to the north coast, even if it's just for like one day, it makes me feel like we've been away on holiday. It's like a couple of hours from where we live, and I don't know, I think it's just all of the like really scenic beaches, and like I don't know what it is, I always feel refreshed after it. There's like a little bus that takes you up and down the hill if you don't want to walk. It's only like £1 or £2 to take it, but I prefer walking anyway. Usually when we go there it seems to be really windy, crazy weather, but it was quite calm. And the next day we went to Billy Neal. It's like playing fields. It has like a park you can walk around. They have like an outdoor gym which the girls love, and then there's a pond with ducks. And last time we went we saw the signs for the ducks and it said what you couldn't feed them, so this time we came prepared with seeds. It was actually quite hard to get close enough to them to like feed them, but then when we got to the end and we'd used all of the seeds, we then realised that there was this like little like path bit where you could get right up to them, and we'd basically like thrown the seeds like mostly into the bushes I think, but they did come over, so they noticed some of them. And this was just like a stop off on the way to my parents' house so we could get some fresh air, and I always feel like I need sunshine on my face, like, or I just don't feel in a good mood. Yeah, so the girls enjoyed that, and I kind of want to go back with like more food for them. Apparently they really like cooked rice, so I might bring that for them as like a treat next time. And I want to get back into like making bird food with the girls for the birds in our garden, because there seem to be a lot around our new house. And then this was just like on a sunnier day in the new house, because I think it just looks prettier and it's so bright and light filled that like I just wanted you to see it on a sunny day. And I put my little postcards that my friend Lena made. She's got a website called A Misty Kind of Blue. And then this is just the garden as well on a sunnier day. And yeah, I haven't really like bought much for the garden yet. There's some plants that have already been there from before we arrived, so at least it's not like bare. And then I really need to get a new table for the garden. The one that I have is literally like rotting and falling apart, but yeah, it's better than nothing. And this is our little like shell and rock collection, because the girls love collecting shells and stuff at the beach. I do too. And this is a fossil that we have, and they've been adding more to it this week. They were having some bubble tea that my mum gave them, and I was just sitting reading my friend Leibowitz book and having some coffee in the sunshine. And then we did some like oil pastels, and I just cut up like a cardboard like package thing from Amazon. They're actually really good for doing art on, like instead of throwing them away. So I made like little mini canvas things for the girls, and it just holds their attention longer. And then they had a workshop at the Mac. It was like painting your imagination. So I sat outside in the sun, and it felt like I was on like a terrace in Italy, I think, because the buildings are white, and it was really sunny and warm, and it like reflected off the buildings, and had an oat milk mocha and a vegan brownie, and it was just nice to see a blue sky for a change. And then on the way home we stopped at Kinniger, which is a beach that's not far from our house, and we just like had a picnic and walked around, like, and the girls collected more shells and rocks. My daughter brought home one that was a ridiculous size. I don't even know what she's going to do with it. And then there were planes coming in too, and they get so close it feels like they're going to touch your head. And then the girls also got their Make and Wonder box. We'd stopped it for a while, but they got the Frida Kahlo one because I love her, and they were doing like a collage project where they draw buildings and put like little random pictures around it. We went to a sunflower field as well yesterday with a friend who lives right beside it, and she had told us about it. I didn't even know it was there. It was on a farm, and it was lovely. Like, it just was a really beautiful place. Some of the sunflowers had got destroyed in the storm, so they had reduced the entrance fee, and they're doing a pumpkin patch in the autumn, and the girls did some like sunflower stencils, and there was a tractor for them to sit in, and you got to like cut your own sunflower and bring one home each. And yeah, we just had a really nice day, and then we went back for like tea and had a picnic in like our friend's garden, and it was just like a really memorable, beautiful day. I love sunflowers, they're my favourite flowers, and I love walking through a sunflower field and they're all like towering over you and it looks like they're smiling. And I thought, because it was so kind of like stormy or like wild kind of weather, that the sky against the sunflowers looked so pretty. And there were cows and Highland cows in the like neighbouring field, and we took shelter from the rain in like a little trailer, and I just thought it was like poetry, this like scene, so I slowed it down. The cows were all moved in away from the rain as well, which I'd never seen happen before. Like, I didn't know it bothered them or that they would take shelter from it, but I just thought it was so pretty. And then these are just some pictures from the rest of our day. And yeah, I'll share another video soon with our adventures this week too. And thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.